Imagine right now a home buyer goes to ChatGPT, opens up ChatGPT and asks, who is the best real estate agent near me or in my area?
Or a seller is going to Google and saying, how much does it cost to sell my home? Right now, one of two things happen when those things happen. Either your name comes back with your email, your website, your advice, or it's naming somebody else and you never knew what that question even was.
Here's the part that nobody actually tells you as a real estate agent. Whether you show up in those answers is not a luck. And it's not about that you are the best real estate agent in your city or in your town.
Or whoever that person was. It comes down to whether your website is set up for Google and AI tools to actually understand who is giving that person that information. And today we're going to talk about how you do that. How you are the answer to the questions over and over automatically while you're sleeping. And you don't have to be a techie person. You don't have to be like me and be full tech, just some tech.
Exactly.
No need a tech.
And if part of you just thought that sounds like a tech stuff and I don't have a time for that, then actually especially for you, maybe you're a couple years in real estate, maybe you just started real estate, and if you wanted to
or you're paying for all those leads,
or you're paying them for all those leads from Zillow, Realtor.com, you name it, and this video exactly is for you.
Or maybe you're in referrals or relationships and you just want to be found and you're not a salesy person. Or maybe you're building your personal brand and you're pouring hours into your content. All of this has the same quiet problem. You're doing the work, you're posting the guides, you're doing the market updates, and none of it is getting found. And it's not because you're not doing amazing work. It's because you are invisible. And being invisible means that Google and AI don't know they can trust you. And that local expert portion of your work was never done.
And almost no real estate agent do it correctly because it's technical and tedious. And that's the gap that we wanted to talk about. And that is exactly why Cloud Code comes to your assistant. And here we're going to start breaking down everything for you.
Now, we're going to really just talk, I talk every video about Cloud Code. I did not go to school to be a programmer. I mean, I did put a computer together in high school, but that was a long time ago. Never done anything since. But now I'm apparently a big coder, and it's all about vibe coding. And you don't have to be a coder. I did not go to school for this, and I can do just great doing this stuff. So Cloud Code in plain English is really that assistant that talks to you completely in English, in a completely normal, or whatever language you want it to talk to you in. It's a normal language, and it's talking to you. You talk to it like it's your assistant, your team member. You're not talking to it in code. You're not saying .py or whatever. You don't need a computer background. You don't need to know even what I just said, what the .py is. You just need to say in plain words and in plain English what you want to build, and it builds it for you.
Exactly. And we are Alan Victoria Pinder, founder of the Prosperity Agent, and we wanted to give you all this tech inside as a real estate agent that when you set it up one time, with our help, then it's going to work for you day and night, 24/7.
Basically, it's working when you're sleeping. And every night while you're sleeping, it's going through your website, what it does behind the scenes. It's making you start to show up, and you don't have to think about what we're doing again. So let's talk about this SEO stuff in plain English, because that's what we're here to talk about. Because again, not techie. But basically, here's what it gets good. The first thing is you are going to connect all the content yourself. Every post, yes, you can have an assistant for that. Every new neighborhood guide, you should have those neighborhood guides. Every market update gets tied to the rest of your website. So nothing is published, nothing is stranded any place. And you're making, so everything is found by the search engines because you want Google to see everything that you offer. So now it's not put this here, put this here. It's all has to be cohesive.
Exactly. Your strongest actually pages lend their credibility to the newest ones. And so fresh content, as my wife said, it started getting found in weeks instead of months. That's what we wanted to happen. Instead of you waiting for a couple months, it happens in a week.
And this is where the whole world is changing. Cloud Code is behind the scenes labeling and telling the machines exactly what your content is, exactly what it are. It's using fancy words like schema. It's talking about grep on the website. You don't have to know what those are, but basically it's translating your website in plain English for Google, for ChatGPT, for Gemini, for Perplexity, for other codes, for whatever, maybe you use all the Chinese codes, whatever it is that you're using. It's all happening right now. And people might not be going to Google, they might be asking AI, but it's still the same system underneath it on how you get found.
Exactly. Therefore, in this way, AI tool can only command you or read your answer out loud if your website is built so that they understand that you are the real estate agent expert, that they can trust in you, either the home buyers, home sellers, or investor in the area.
Or the search engines itself, because the search engine needs to know that you're reliable, and that is the big key that's happening right now. You have to show your authority. And people are starting to call this AEO, your answer engine optimization, where you're getting found in AI, but this is just kind of not just the old blue links. You want to just get found because it's used, and they have to cite you now, so they have to say where the source comes from. And the new front door and that is the new front door to business. You want to get cited, you want to get found, and Cloud Code helps you set it up for you. And the next part is my absolute favorite.
And what is that your favorite is?
Okay, so you take real questions that home buyers and home sellers ask. How much does it cost to sell in the area? What should I fix first? How does the whole process work? And the answers you have are on your website, and they're now coming from you directly. And on the top of that, Google and more AIs are getting their answers on their phone. So your seller is sitting on their phone somewhere. Maybe they're drinking their coffee in their backyard, whatever. They're seeing your questions, or they're hearing the words out loud, your words, your advice, and it's going to understand it's coming from you because they have to cite sources now, which is great. So you're in a conversation before they ever called a single agent, if you can get this correctly.
And yes, along that way, as my wife said, you basically also handles the little thing, like making sure the headlines show up cleanly, that so people can click on them. But honestly, that is the smallest piece that you need to worry about. And the real prize is really that you are findable now. Everywhere, any person in that internet, in the Google, working with the different platform of the AI, they can search and you are visible to them, especially inside of all those artificial intelligence.
Now, I used to say SEO is way too hard. That's for the nerds. I don't know what that is, but that's not true. By the way, I'm a nerd, so I'm allowed to say that. But basically, it's how now cloud can handle your AI presence, your online presence. Most agents have been completely ignoring SEO for years, like me, or you're paying a marketing company that does it, and you're paying thousands or hundreds or thousands of dollars. I know some people pay thousands to make sure they're doing it all on a silver platter because they have the expertise. Now, you don't have to spend that kind of money anymore. You don't have to actually forget about it and say this is way too complicated, because now you have Cloud Code to really set it up, and then basically it's running on a schedule. I can tell you every single day, I wake up, I let my SEO my SEO Chrome, my schedule run. Because at night my computer is sleeping, so I wake up, I run it, I'm going to make my tea, and it's going to take a little while because SEO is big, or at least how I'm running it, but it's really making sure that the visibility is there and it's owning it, and you're going to make sure that you're stopped depending on those portals, because you are now being found in the one that everybody is now turning to.
Exactly. So now think about what actually does this one for you. All this Cloud Code that we were talking. If you're, for example, hungry for more deals, real estate deals, every piece of content you have already made start pulling its weight and bringing your real estate lead, that you don't pay anymore for those real estate. If you are living on relationship, you finally show up when your sphere in your prospecting searches your name, like for example Alan Victoria Pinder, and ask, and AI tells them who exactly you need to call them.
And if you're building your brand, because you're a brand person and you love to talk about, this is the invisible foundation where your best content gets to be seen instead of quietly disappearing. It's the same tool, but it's going whatever you want to do. And this is one of the things that we worked really hard at Prosperity Agent to really come up with a great system that would help us build and compete in an SEO landscape, to when honestly SEO was something I was leaving alone because it sounded too complicated.
We are Alan Victoria Pinder, icon agent at eXp Realty. We'll love to level up your business. We are here for you. We have all the free training, and also in description below